So with the recent news that the U.S. is restoring full diplomatic relations with Cuba, with plans to open a U.S. embassy in Havana and easing restrictions on remittances, travel, and banking, there's hope for a lift of the 54-year-old trade embargo that has kept Cuban goods out of the United States and vice versa. Now, while the tobacco industry ponders the resurgence of Cuban cigars and tourists envision the return of Havana Nights, soft drink manufacturers are champing at the bit to bring their beverages to the Cuban people. As Euromonitor's Markets of the Future demonstrates, Cuba's per capita consumption of soft drink trails many of its Latin American counterparts. This is particularly true for the carbonates category, where consumption in 2013 was estimated at 6 liters per person. Now, this is nice and up from the 3.6 liters in 2009 for Cuba, but still well behind Peru's 60 liters, the Latin American average of 92 liters, and significantly behind Mexico's 141. Price has largely been a barrier for consumers, with carbonated soft drinks averaging $1.20 per liter. By comparison, Mexico averages around 90 cents, and Peru's only 70 cents per liter. Due to the trade embargo, iconic U.S. brands like Coca-Cola and Pepsi have been barred from entry into Cuba. But should the embargo be lifted, it's expected that both companies would make a hard push into the Cuban market, using deep discounting to make their beverages affordable for Cuban consumers, with hope that increased trade with the U.S. would lift disposable incomes. Such strategy has worked well, particularly for Coke, in establishing itself as the preeminent carbonate company in many Latin American markets. But this is not to say that Coke and Pepsi will have an easy time establishing their brands. Cuba already has popular local brands like Tucola, Tropicola, Gaseosa from local manufacturers Los Portales. Furthermore, Peru's Groupe has established itself as a strong competitor in emerging markets, its Big Cola brands in South and Southeast Asia, and its Cola Real brands in Central and South America, which is already available in Cuba but often priced too high for consumers at this time. Price will be a major factor in appealing to Cuba's extremely price-sensitive consumers. While Coca-Cola can lean heavily on bottlers FEMSA, Coca-Cola Puerto Rico, or its bottling investment group to find ways to keep their unit prices down, Groupe has masterfully made discounting a key to its success by establishing manufacturing facilities in key emerging markets. Now, if Groupe, which is not currently subject to the trade embargo, works in agreement with Cuba's government to create a manufacturing facility prior to the arrival of Coca-Cola or Pepsi, it could give itself a major advantage in who wins Cuba's upcoming cola war.